For over 7,000 years, Egypt has risen, fallen, and risen again. But one thing has always survived: its identity. Imagine a flag that carries the legacy of pharaohs, the power of medieval sultans, and the fiery spirit of revolution, all in one design. The Egyptian flag waves in the desert wind. Behind it, the Great Pyramids stand tall, silent witnesses to thousands of years of history. What if I told you that this flag, with its simple stripes and a golden eagle, hides secrets that go back to the days of pharaohs, crusaders, colonial empires, and revolutions? Today, we're exposing the hidden secrets behind Egypt's flag, a banner that carries the blood of revolutions, the pride of Saladin, and the hope of millions. Egypt's flag is not just a design, it's a timeline. From the mystical banners of ancient Egypt to the fiery protests of Tahrir Square, this flag has seen it all. Egypt's flag is more than just red, white, black, and a golden eagle. It's a banner soaked in 7,000 years of history, secret alliances, and national pride that has survived empires, colonization, and war. Today, we uncover the hidden story behind Egypt's flag, and what the world often gets wrong about it. Before we begin, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to support our community. Welcome back to Shadow of Nations, where we expose the untold stories behind the flags and symbols of our world. In this episode, we travel to Egypt, the land of pyramids, ancient gods, and one of the oldest civilizations on Earth. But the Egyptian flag we know today wasn't always red, white, black, and gold. From the Ottoman crescent to the British-controlled Union Jack to the revolutionary Pan-Arab tricolor, every version tells a chapter of Egypt's struggle for identity. This is not just a flag story. This is the story of Egypt itself. So, buckle up and stay with me as we uncover how the Eagle of Saladin became a symbol of power and why its presence still sparks debates today. Egypt's story begins thousands of years ago. In ancient Egypt, long before flags as we know them existed, ancient Egyptians carried standards, tall poles topped with sacred symbols, symbols of gods, animals, or hieroglyphs representing powerful nomes, provinces, carried into battle to show allegiance to a pharaoh. Some bore the falcon of Horus, the god of kingship. Colors like red and white already held meaning. Red symbolized power, life, and chaos. White represented purity and Upper Egypt. Black, the color of the fertile Nile soil, meant rebirth. These ancient color associations would later echo in the modern flag. Fast forward to the Islamic era, Egypt became part of the Ottoman Empire. For centuries, the Ottoman crescent and star flew over Cairo, erasing local identity in favor of imperial rule. But after the time of the pharaohs, Egypt would face centuries of foreign rule. Egypt became a prize for conquerors. The Romans came, then the Byzantines. In the 7th century, Arab armies swept across North Africa, bringing Islam to Egypt. The land adopted the crescent, a symbol that would later dominate its flags. Then came the Fatimids, who ruled under a white banner, followed by the Ayyubids, led by the legendary Saladin, whose golden eagle still inspires Egypt today. The Mamluks rose, then fell to the Ottoman Empire. For centuries, Egypt flew the Ottoman flag, a red field with a white crescent and star. Egyptian identity was overshadowed, but never erased. By the 19th century, Egypt was technically Ottoman but controlled by Britain. The flag changed again, featuring a green background with a white crescent and 3 stars, each star representing Egypt, Nubia, and Sudan. But the people were restless. In the 19th century, Egypt modernized under Muhammad Ali Pasha, but its independence was still an illusion. By 1882, the British Empire effectively controlled Egypt. The Union Jack flew over government buildings while Egyptians looked on with resentment. Yet a green flag with a white crescent and 3 stars became a symbol of Egyptian nationalism. The crescent represented Islam. The stars stood for Egypt, Nubia, and Sudan. This flag flew during the 1919 revolution, when Egyptians, Muslims, and Christians together rose against British rule. Though the British suppressed the uprising, the flag became a rallying cry for freedom. In 1919, a revolution erupted against British control, and the flag became a symbol of resistance. The green flag with crescent and stars became iconic, but still carried colonial scars. Finally, in 1952, the Free Officers' Movement led by Gamal Abdel Nasser overthrew the monarchy. The old flag was burned, and a new era began. Egypt entered the 20th century restless. Despite a formal monarchy under King Farouk, the British still pulled the strings. Corruption was rampant, poverty widespread, and Egyptian pride crushed. Then came 1952. A group of young military officers known as the Free Officers' Movement, led by Gamal Abdel Nasser and Mohammed Naguib, staged a coup. The monarchy collapsed, and Egypt was declared a republic. King Farouk fled, and with him went the old order. The green flag with the crescent and stars, associated with the monarchy, was burned in protests. The revolution needed a new symbol, something that told the world, Egypt is free. Egypt is reborn. After the revolution, the new leaders adopted a flag based on the pan-Arab colors, red, white, and black. These were not just random colors, they carried centuries of meaning. Red for the sacrifices and blood shed in the fight for freedom. White for a new beginning, peace without surrender. Black for the end of oppression and the long night of colonization. At its center, they placed a bold symbol, the Eagle of Saladin. This eagle was not chosen by accident. The golden eagle on Egypt's flag is not just a bird, it's a legend. It's said that this eagle once adorned the walls of Saladin's citadel in Cairo. Saladin, the 12th century sultan and hero who united Muslim forces during the Crusades. The eagle represented strength, leadership, unity, and Arab pride, exactly what Nasser's Egypt wanted to project. It became a national emblem representing victory and sovereignty. But did you know? In the early 1970s, Egypt temporarily replaced the eagle with a hawk, the Hawk of Quraysh, during its political union with Libya and Syria under the Federation of Arab Republics. After the union dissolved, Egypt restored the Eagle of Saladin, solidifying it as a national symbol. The flag wasn't just for Egypt, it was a statement to the Arab world. We are one people, with one destiny. In 1956, Egypt shocked the world. Nasser nationalized the Suez Canal, kicking out British and French control. The West retaliated, launching the Suez Crisis. As Egyptian forces fought, the new flag flew proudly over Cairo, Port Said, and the canal itself. Although Egypt faced military attacks, political pressure from the U.S. and Soviet Union forced Britain, France, and Israel to withdraw. This was a turning point. The Egyptian flag became a symbol of defiance against Western domination and a rallying point for Arab nationalism. Nasser's dream of Arab unity led to the creation of the United Arab Republic, UAR, a union between Egypt and Syria, 1958 to 1961. The flag changed again. The same red, white, black stripes remained. But now 2 green stars were added in the white band, representing Egypt and Syria. This version inspired many Arab flags later. When the Union collapsed, Egypt kept experimenting with its symbols. For a brief time in the early 1970s, during a federation with Libya and Syria, the flag replaced the eagle with the Hawk of Quraysh, another historic Arab symbol. But the eagle, Saladin's eagle, would return, proving it was Egypt's true identity. The early 1970s were tense. Egypt, humiliated by its loss to Israel in the 1967 Six-Day War, vowed to regain its pride and lost territories. In October 1973, during the holy month of Ramadan, Egyptian forces launched a surprise attack on Israeli positions across the Suez Canal. This became known as the Yom Kippur War. As Egyptian soldiers crossed the canal, the flag of Egypt, with its black, white, and red stripes, was raised on captured territory. For Egyptians, it was a moment of national redemption. Although the war ended in a ceasefire, the psychological victory boosted Egyptian pride and reinforced the flag as a symbol of resilience. After the war, President Anwar Sadat wanted a flag that reflected Egypt's own identity. not just Pan-Arabism. The Hawk of Quraysh was replaced once again by the golden Eagle of Saladin, placed proudly in the center of the white stripe. This eagle holds a scroll bearing the name Arab Republic of Egypt in Arabic script. It stares to the viewer's left, symbolizing vigilance, strength, and a forward-looking nation. This version, adopted officially in 1984, remains Egypt's national flag to this day. The Egyptian flag has continued to wave during moments of triumph and turmoil. In 2011, during the Arab Spring, millions gathered in Tahrir Square to demand the end of President Hosni Mubarak's 30-year rule. The flag was everywhere, painted on faces, draped across shoulders, flying over massive crowds. It became the heartbeat of the revolution. After Mubarak's fall, the flag's presence remained powerful during the country's ongoing struggles for stability and democracy. To Egyptians, the flag is not just a piece of cloth, it's a witness to every protest, every battle, and every hope for a better future. Today, the Egyptian flag stands as a blend of ancient and modern identities. It consists of 3 horizontal bands, red, white, and black, with the golden Eagle of Saladin at its center. Below the eagle is a scroll that reads, Arab Republic of Egypt in Arabic. Every time this flag is raised, it tells a story. The red remembers the sacrifices of revolutionaries and warns not to forget the cost of freedom. The white carries the promise of peace and new beginnings. The black warns of its struggles and victories, the dark past of colonization and oppression. The golden eagle, the proud bird of Saladin, ties Egypt to its glorious history and leadership in the Arab world. You'll see this flag at international football matches, on ships crossing the Suez Canal, in movies, and in every Egyptian heart. It's not just a flag, it's a legacy. What's fascinating is how Egypt's flag became a blueprint for other nations. Its pan-Arab colors inspired the flags of Iraq, Syria, Yemen, and Sudan. Even today, it's a powerful revolutionary symbol, appearing in protests, uprisings, and movements across the Arab world. Some historians believe the eagle's posture, facing the hoist, wings open, but not aggressive, represents a nation that is proud yet defensive, ready to protect its sovereignty. The Egyptian flag is not just a piece of cloth. It's the story of a civilization that refuses to die, from the pyramids to the modern republic. And now that you know its secrets, you'll never look at it the same way again. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe to Shadow of Nations, and tell me in the comments, which flag should we expose next? Because every flag has a story, and we're here to uncover them all. Egypt's flag tells a story that spans thousands of years, from the standards of ancient pharaohs, through empires and colonizers, to revolutions and modern protests. Every stripe, every color, every symbol whispers a piece of Egypt's soul. So, next time you see the Egyptian flag waving against the wind, remember, you're not just looking at a flag, you're looking at history itself, from pharaohs to protests, from empires to revolutions. Egypt's flag tells the story of a nation that refuses to be forgotten. If you felt the power of this journey, smash that like button, subscribe to Shadow of Nations, and tell us in the comments which flag you want us to expose next. Until then, keep your eyes on the flags, because every flag has a story. Up next on Shadow of Nations, we'll uncover the secret stories behind the flags of Australia and Brazil, 2 nations with histories as colorful as their banners. If you're ready for more, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment on which flag we should expose next, and share this with someone who loves history as much as you do.